The catching position is as involved as any in baseball, seeing that it's involved in every single pitch. The Chicago Cubs catching position has everything from a grizzled veteran who's coming off a career year to up-and-coming talents with varying levels of upside. Here's a full breakdown of the Cubs backstop situation in 2026. First, at a glance, your starter, slated as Carson Kelly. Backup is Miguel Amaya. Depth piece, Moises Ballesteros. He may be playing in the DH spot from time to time as well. Here's the good about the situation as a whole. Regardless of what the Cubs were expecting to get out of Carson Kelly in his first season with the team, he exceeded those standards. I guarantee it. Chicago's veteran backstop posted career marks in batting average, hits, runs batted in, and runs scored, among some other statistics. Arguably the most awe-inspiring stat is this one. Kelly logged just a 4.1 wins above replacement statistic over the first 9 years of his career. In 2025 alone, his WAR was 3.6. One of the reasons Kelly had a breakout season at the plate was his plate discipline. The strikeout rate of 19% and walk percentage of 11% both beat the league average marks, and it allowed him to capitalize in a crucial way: the pull side air raid. While the majority of Kelly's balls in play were to left field, he found a way to get in front of pitches at a remarkable rate this year. The 31-year-old catcher capitalized on a career high in pull air percentage. And he wasn't the only player who put up a career year. Miguel Amaya hit a personal best 281 with a 500 slugging percentage that eclipsed his previous career high of 359. Furthermore, after hitting just 8 homers across 117 contests the year prior, Amaya swatted 4 long balls in just 28 games. Call it hunger for more playing time or call it just sheer experience, but the 6'1", 230-pound catcher found his power stroke in the 2025 season. Moises Ballesteros, while still very young, flexed his hitability as the team's top prospect in his debut last year. The 22-year-old Venezuelan has always been a standout talent for his elite bat-to-ball skills, and the 60-grade hit tool on his scouting report reinforces that narrative. Very possibly the Cubs catcher of the future, Ballesteros registered a .298 batting average with an .868 OPS with the Northsiders last year. He throttled a pair of home runs to the tune of 11 RBI and served as a shot in the arm for an at times anemic Cubs offense. Here's the bad. It's a rare sighting to see a player on the other end of 30 years old put up career numbers. Even if the pull-happy catcher were to replicate his season, Carson Kelly now has a year left on his contract before a mutual option kicks in. This places a ton of pressure on Miguel Amaya, who simply didn't play a ton in 2025. In fact, Amaya's 96 at-bats were the lowest total of any of his 3 seasons in the big leagues thus far. Take the small sample size with a grain of salt, but his strikeout rate, whiff rate, and chase rate all left much to be desired in that time frame. The pop is clearly there, and it's been developing. Now it comes down to pitch identification and plate discipline, something that catchers of all people should have somewhat of an advantage in, considering they're back there so often. That's something that only repetitions will fix. Ballesteros, on the other hand, gets to swing freely as either the future backstop catcher or a pure slugger out of the team's designated hitter spot. But with pieces like Matt Shaw, Seiya Suzuki, and Kevin Alcantara floating around, that doesn't guarantee a consistent spot in the lineup, being the DH. There is a very clear changing of the guard happening here. With Kelly's short-term contract nearing its end, it'll be up to Amaya and Ballesteros to each slide up a spot in the team's depth chart. Their power could be the calling card for a lineup that had to say goodbye to Kyle Tucker, 22 homers in 2025, after just 1 season. If both of these up-and-comers are hits, Chicago may have its answer for the foreseeable future. Even on days where the team's current top prospect doesn't crouch behind the plate, Ballesteros could then split reps on the other days as a part-time DH. Overall, Craig Counsell will likely be treating 2026 as an audition for both Amaya and Ballesteros. Should anyone be deemed unworthy, it may be time to go back to the drawing board with another veteran backstop signing, just like they did with Kelly not long ago. Let us know what your thoughts are on the Cubs catching position in 2026. If you enjoy breakdowns like this, make sure to leave a like and subscribe, and we will catch you in the next video.